Welcome to Coaching and Mentoring for Success. Whether you're a seasoned executive or you're a new supervisor, your employees want you to demonstrate leadership skills that help your employees do and be their best for your team and the organization. So, coaching and mentoring need to become standard parts of the way that you lead because you can't be a great leader if you're not a good coach. So, how would you describe the difference between coaching and mentoring? Are you confused? Well, you're not alone. They can be confusing, but we're going to clear that up right now. By the end of this webinar, you're going to be able to distinguish coaching from mentoring. You're going to know which to use with which of your employees, and you're going to know the qualities of a successful coach and mentor. Coaching skills are best used when there's a specific skill that the employee needs to build so that they can have better job performance, be prepared for a promotion, or meet a specific expectation. Therefore, it's a short-term relationship. And it's very structured. It has a goal, it's got benchmarks, it's got timelines, and there's formal meetings for follow-up and next steps. You have to have the expertise in the area that the employee needs to build. So you need to have that expertise in order to effectively coach. Overall, the individual being coached should walk away more self-aware, more engaged with their work, and more motivated to succeed at it. There are 5 different types of coaching. The first one is executive. So this is usually for the C-suite, and it's designed to help an individual build the skills that they need to lead the entire organization. Often an outside consultant is used for the executive coaching. The second one is leadership development. This is for employees who either currently lead a team or aspire to do so. And it works on building leadership and people management skills. Performance coaching is for anybody on your team who needs to improve or build skills so that their job performance is better. Team coaching is for the entire team, and that's to help them build skills for collaborating and communicating with each other. Integrated coaching is for an employee who has just taken a professional training class, and it helps them integrate what they learn into their day-to-day activities. I once had an employee who her goal was to move into a management position. So I used leadership development with her. I had another employee who struggled to meet deadlines. And so I used performance coaching with her. Now, mentoring is as different from coaching as it can be. Mentoring is for those highly motivated, high potential team members. Mentoring focuses on building their career, helping them develop their career. And so it is more long-term. A mentoring relationship can last a year or more. And it's more flexible than a coaching relationship. So in a mentoring relationship, it's typically the mentee who sets the goals and instead of the coach setting the goals. And it's all based around you as a mentor sharing your experiences, lessons that you've learned, advice and counsel with the mentee. And it's different from coaching in that in a mentoring relationship, it's often the mentee who's asking the questions. They're picking the mentor's brain to learn as much as they can. So, do you have a high potential employee? Here's some qualities to look for so you can determine whether they're a good candidate or not. High potential employees are typically very motivated. They see what needs to be done and they do it. They need very little supervision. They also consistently put out high quality work, and they're often very adaptable to changes in different situations. They've demonstrated that they can build strong relationships at all levels of the organization, and they're goal-oriented. They often look at the company's goals, and then they set their goals in alignment with that. More than ever before, every leader needs to walk the coaching and mentoring talk. So there are certain qualities that successful coaches, mentors, and leaders have. The first one is emotional intelligence. This helps them be self-aware, which they're going to need for the other qualities, but it also helps them build really strong relationships. If you lead well, eventually you become more service-oriented than directive. So you are there to serve your team members and be a resource for them, share your advice, be an advocate for them. And then there's no successful relationship, professionally or otherwise, that exists without honesty and trust. Having regular communication with your team members is important, where you set goals and expectations, you provide feedback and appreciation that helps them build their confidence and their engagement. Your team members want you to be accountable. If you make a mistake, they want you to fess up to that and share it. And by doing so, it's going to make them more comfortable doing that with you as well. They also want to collaborate with you. They want to work with you and with others to come up with innovative solutions. And all of this leads to empowering your team members because you trust them and you believe in them. When they feel that, they are more likely to work harder and be more engaged and motivated. So let's recap. Coaching is focused on helping an employee improve their performance in its short term. It's very structured with goals and timelines and benchmarks and follow-up meetings. And in order to be a good coach, you have to have expertise in the area that you're coaching. Now, with coaching, the leader is the one who typically sets the goals for the employee, and they're in the driver's seat. They're asking questions that leads the person being coached to come up with their own answers. Mentoring, on the other hand, is for high potential employees, and it's to help them develop their career. So it's long-term and it's more flexible. It's about you sharing your experiences and lessons learned and advice with them to help them develop that career. And in mentoring, it's the mentee that sets the goals, and they are in the driver's seat asking questions of the mentor. So you now know the difference between coaching and mentoring, and you know when to use each. So now it's time to give some thought to how you want to use this with your team. So the first step is to write down the names of everybody who's on your team, and then decide whether they are a candidate for coaching or for mentoring. And then the third step is to identify why, or the area of focus where you'll be coaching and mentoring. So providing coaching and mentoring can lead your employees to be motivated, engaged, and successful in their current role and be prepared for a future role. Thank you.